Hello again from the Fly Fishing Show in New Jersey 2018. We're here at the RIO booth with casting champion Simon Gawesworth, who's going to talk to us about two lines that are new for this year.
Michael,
Pleasure to see you again.
I am going to talk about two new lines. One's a saltwater line, tropical,
right?
Not really around here, but it's a saltwater line we call the Flats Pro. And what's different about it is the core. It's built on a very, very easy annealing core. And annealing means stretching, straightening out. Okay. So this line lies dead straight on the water. Okay. Of all the feedback we get from everybody who fishes it, it's how the line lies on the water that surprises people. So it's a bonefish, tarpon, permit line, just a typical flats line. I'll show you something. So it looks like this. This is a sample of it. And what you'll see, first of all, you'll feel that it's just a normal PVC coated fly line. But what you'll see on that, is I'll give you a little demonstration. You can see there's a little bit of memory from that because that's a tropical line in cold conditions. Right. But if you just give it about a 1 pound pull, you can see you can pull it all out. So it lies so straight on the water. It's low memory, so very quick on the hook sets. It's good for playing fish. Nice. And that is the Direct Core Flats Pro. So that's the line. It actually comes in a couple of options. It's the first saltwater line we've done with a 3-color scheme. Okay. Not just to be pretty, but there's actually a reason for it. Is that the front color, in this case the green, when you've got the front color outside the rod, you're starting to get to the loading point. Right. The peach is the perfect loading point. Okay. If you have the white stuff outside the rod, you're onto a running line, you're going to find the cast isn't going to work, you're going to lose the energy of the cast. And so there's 3 colors in that. We call that the Surefire system. And we've had that in our trout lines for 5 years now. But people have been asking for the saltwater line. Excellent. This is the high vis one, and there's also the camo one for stealthy ninja fishermen who think that a camo line is really important to them. If it is, it's great. We have that option. I like the high vis one mostly because I can see it. You know, you're trying to target a fish. You're sight fishing, so you need to be able to see your line. I think. And then there's also the stealth tip one, which is a 6-foot clear tip. Look at that. You can hardly see it. And that is probably my favorite fish catching one of the ones. The clear tip is an intermediate, but it's only 6 foot long, so you don't get any depth out of it. So you can still pick up after one cast to a targeted species. If you don't catch it, you can pick it up. But you can fish shorter leaders. And shorter leaders are much easier to cast for beginner casters or novice casters. It's better for turning over a big fly, it's better for a wind. So it's just generally an all-round line, and that is called the Direct Core Flats Pro Stealth Tip. I like that. And you're looking at the printing, aren't you? Well, I'm looking at, first it has a welded loop, and I know this is much better than the welded loops of years gone by. Yeah. And I also see that it has printed on it that it says Flats Pro, weight forward, 10 floating intermediate. And that's fantastic because half the battle when I pull fly lines, I own too many fly lines to mention, but having an idea like that on it is priceless. Yep, so all of them, again, this is the only saltwater line we have that is printed, and your identification is going to be on the loop. That front loop, so real easy. You don't have to stick on sticky labels anymore. Excellent, I like that. Well, so thank you very much for showing this. The saltwater one. Wonderful. And then the freshwater one. Do you want to see that? Yes. Oh yeah, bring out a piece of the freshwater. Yeah. Because this is my buzz. I like the flat stuff, but you know I like the spey casting game, right? Yes. Single handed or 2-handed. So we have our single handed spey line, which we've had as a floating line for 3 years now. Probably the nicest casting line we've ever made, whether it's roll or overhead casting in the freshwater world. But what's new this year is the FHI. That is a floating line, right, with a peach head. There's a 10-foot hover section, and there's a 10-foot intermediate section in front of that. And so it's a triple density head that sinks at a perfect sweep through the current. You don't get an angle of hinge between a floating and intermediate, or when you're casting, you don't get an energy hit where one density hits to a sudden change of density. You get a very smooth transition of energy. Oh, I like that. It casts well, it swings well. It has spey in it, so I get all goosebumpy just because of that. But that is one of the lines I wanted to highlight because it's an absolute fabulous line. If people fish soft hackles, they must have that because that is the best soft hackle line we've ever made. What line weights is that available in? 3 to 8. 3 to 8. Yeah. And those are done by line weight rather than grain weight. Yes. So these ones are done by line weight because they're the trout scale. So that's it. That's the one I'm excited about. I love the Flats Pro on the saltwater trips. Been testing that hard, but my heart is that spey casting soul I have, and that's really fantastic. This is pretty dang sweet. Well, that's definitely some new exciting things here from RIO. Thank you very much, Simon. Very good seeing you. Pleasure as always. Thanks, man. Thank you very much.